down here, St. Matthew. He's from down here, right? He moved down here.
Over here we got Rick, Sharp, this shit
He's in Atlanta now, too.
Once we get here, we start getting into straight designs. Berry, Casablanca, Supreme, Kid, Spider, Capital. You know about Capital?
Yeah, of course.
We got a bunch of L's coming right now for like Martin.
What's that dude, the pals down here?
Well, you know we got like a lot of like.
Right. You're familiar with yourself? Because I know us from New York.
So just our clientele particularly, it does well. So it happens art treats and shit like that. Over here is Riverton. Go to Riverton. It's kind of dying out though a little bit.
I mean, you got it on right here.
Yeah, but it's not like, I don't know, it's kind of like 50-50. Like, I see it like, it does well, but I don't know how long it's going to be around, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I seen Wale was wearing that when I was living in
This is old, Valencia, Louis, Celine. We do like Gathering Chrome right here. Fucking Rick Owens is big. Rick Owens was a lot of our people. Like, we got this piece that really crazy. So Rick jacket, it costs like $7, but we got a good deal on it.
Wow.
So we probably sell it for like $5. How you feel about the sneaker market right now? I feel like it's kind of
an interesting place, in a shifting place, I think. I wouldn't say that, I'd say it's changing. I think when people are always going to wear sneakers. You know, it's just what that looks like. I think it's constantly changing. You know, like it's like people wearing the dunks and the ones. Now it's more that Asics or the runners or the designer sneakers or whatever it might be. It's all
real good designer sneakers for sure.
I see that. I see you guys go all over.
That shit moves like this, like Balenciaga, Martin, Chanel.
People are going to put a whole outfit together. They're going to wear that. They're going to put on something like this.
The J's ain't really been like, I don't know, I kind of feel like we're leaning away from it because it's just like not the same no more, but they keep dropping it, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like when you had a pair of Concords or a pair of like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're just gonna drop them shits again at retail and it's just super oversaturated. So people is not even willing to pay $600, $500 for a pair of shoes at retail for $250, knowing that they just dropping them shits like Concords.
Right. It's all, trust me now though, it's all gonna flow back. I'm telling you, it's all gonna. It might be a month, might be a year, might be 2, 3, who knows, but everyone's going to want the shoes that are right there, they're going to want that in however long.
They should keep grabbing them.
I don't want to tell you what to do with your business, but I'm telling you.
You know better than me though, I do more clothes.
At the end of the day, it's all what's hot now, so I think you should always stay on top of what's hot now, what's selling now, but I'm just telling you the trend is going to come. I know it's going to come. I mean, think, how long has Jordan's been popular since '85? You think, what, 40 years later, it's all of a sudden just not going to, because Nike made these decisions about inventory, you know, like, people are always going to want to wear Jordans, you know, at least for another 10, 20, 30 years, in my opinion, you know, even longer, who knows? Why we do for sure. I mean, Mike's been playing 20 years ago, more than that, so why are we still wearing them now? Why 2 years ago in COVID it was the hottest thing, you know, so. Yeah, that's how I think about it.
He's been moving away to the Asics.
That's what I'm saying. So everyone's always going to wear a shoe. Like you're wearing sneakers right now. You might not be wearing Jordans, but you're wearing sneakers. I'm wearing sneakers. He's wearing sneakers. Like we're wearing sneakers. So like it's just going to keep changing. What? It might not be Jordan 4s. It might be Balenciagas. It might be Asics. But people are going to wear sneakers. And even our show, God's Soul, is going to look different. You know, like we're going to have different type of inventory coming in for different stuff. I already see people bring like 100 boxes of Asics. Their table is just Asics. You think I ever saw that before?
No, that just started happening.
Right. But even back in like 2014, around there, a lot of people wearing like Asics, New Balance, stuff like that. With like Ronnie Fieg and Piff was doing a lot of this last concept with this collab. And then occasionally, you know, now it's coming back. So it's all cyclical. You know? Supreme. You got a Supreme jacket sitting right here. I mean, someone's gonna come in here, how much is this jacket? $2K. Someone's gonna pay it, whether it's today, tomorrow, a month from now, whatever it might be. Like 2 years ago, no one was buying any Supreme. It was dead. Now it's starting to come back.
It's super lit right now.
2 years ago, Supreme was dead. 5 years ago, Supreme was the biggest brand in the world. It's all cyclical.
Market up and down.
All cyclical. 100%. I'm not worried. just gotta stay in. You know, stay and keep adapting. You guys, capital you didn't have on the shelf however long ago, you know, but now you have it. Warren right there, Warren stuff maybe was a little hotter at one point, might not right now, but it's gonna come back, you know.
And then there's certain people that just like certain brands resonate with them, like just because Lauren might not be trendy. Like some people, even when Supreme was dead a couple years ago,
still wearing
I know people that was die hard, like Supreme,
Right.
Supreme, even
That's
when it
people
was
who are really
dead.
fans of the thing and not just a hype beast on what's hot. That's rare these days, but it's a thing. Yeah.
So what got you like that though? Like what brands do you rock with?
I'm big into the vintage scene. I've always been kind of like that. Like there's like a vintage pair of pants. I like my stuff looking a little more like faded, worn. Like even like these fours, people think I'm crazy for having them all like beat in. I don't know. I like my stuff more like.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've always liked like the vintage stuff. I always like seeing like what small brands are out there too. You know what I mean? Like I want to check more of the stuff in the front too and see what's up over there. 11 years, started in a small little church in Boston.
We from Boston?
I'm from Boston. Yeah, first event was 200 people in a small.
We'll grab them,
little.
don't worry about it. Is that what though?
Those look good on you. Those
Boots.
look good on you.
Valentino boots.
She got her grip. I got her them fours. She likes those fours. But I was saying, yeah, we started 11 years ago in a small little church in Boston. There was 200 people at the first event. I was living in a trailer when I
That's
started
good,
the thing. Yeah, so that for me, at the time, I was 14 years old. 200 people, the first event was huge.
14.
I was 14 throwing the first event 11 years ago. I'm 25 now.
What's the thought process of that though at 14 though?
That's a much longer story for that. That's going to come in the book. But for now,
Okay, that's fine.
movie, whatever, we'll see. But yeah, but long story short, I mean, the second one was 400 people, then it's 700. We just built it, you know, only in Boston for 2013 to 2019. Then we did one in Brooklyn, in Greenpoint, for the first one in New York. And we're like, oh, this is huge now. Now it's going to be, we're going to go city to city. And then COVID hit. So it went to zero. We started doing stuff online, growing the TikTok, growing Instagram, all that. And now coming out of COVID, now we're in 12 cities, looking internationally now, potentially, and just growing from there. So yeah, that's the long story short, to be honest. Yeah.
So when COVID came, let me ask you, like when COVID came and it was dead, like what you was like, I know like obviously you was missing out on money, but like what kept you like what was like your thought process on like sticking through it? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I mean, this has just been my life the whole time. I never did this out of money or anything like that. I've always
you
done
really
it.
passionate about sneakers.
Yeah, I'm not just about that, about bringing people together in the community and just like, especially now with social media, the power of in person, like having a conversation like this when everyone's doing it on the phone, you know, like live events, we see less and less happen, not just in the sneaker world, but just in general, but people have a desire for that. When we sit all day on our phone, you know, we just sit on our phone, on our laptop, or whatever
There's
it
a
might
difference
be.
to get like an in-person experience where
Right.
you can come and talk to people
Yeah.
about what's hot and shit like that.
And just
Yeah.
hang out and meet a friend. You know, the biggest thing for me with God Soul has always been like, 10 years from now, I don't know if people are going to remember what shoe they bought at God Soul, right? Like if they bought these off-white fours, like I don't know if they're going to remember in 2034 or 2035, 2025 now, 2035, like, oh, I got my off-whites from God Soul, or I got them at Pricetag, or I got them at, you know, StockX or whatever. I don't think they're going to remember. If they do, I don't think they're going to care. Like if 10 years from now I'm like, oh, I got those at God Soul, I don't think I'm going to care about that. What I'll care about is the experience I had
I got so.
at God Soul. When I came to the Atlanta God Soul and Lil Yachty popped out,
Yeah.
and you know, I got a picture with him, or I met my business partner, or you know, I met a friend, or I don't know, I got this cool picture, whatever it might be. I saw this performer and then I got put onto him, whatever it might be. I won this giveaway. I met the
You
guys
went
at
to like
Curating.
curating the experience.
Yes, so that's what it's all about. Like people, the product is just a vehicle. You know, that's what everyone's there for, but it's all about the experience. You know, so talking about in COVID, what kept us going, it's like, especially in COVID when people were on their phone even more than ever, I knew that once COVID ended, people were gonna have cabin fever. They couldn't wait to get out of the house. That's what happened. You know, the last couple of years, it's blown up.
That's what I'm trying to work on here. Like I feel like we got the clientele, we got the marketing and everything put together, but just more or less the experience. Like when you come in the door, what are we meeting you at the door with to separate ourselves from
Right.
other businesses, whether it's like a refreshment, whether it's like a catalog, or like when you scan your phone, you're trying to upgrade the technology. So
Right.
when you come by, QR code scans, it tells you this product, who's wearing it, like having our own catalog to
Right.
kind of like, because I got a lot of people that come in like, yo, what is Sandman? Like, what is that? What is Billionaire Studios? What is this brand? You feel me? So when they pull it up, they should be able to just see everything on the phone.
Really,
How you doing?
good?
Nigga.
Y'all got me on vlog mode.
Come on, y'all chopping it up, man. Go ahead, man.
That's what we working on. I'm
Let's
trying
get our souls
to
in, man.
like just curate a better experience. You feel me? So I don't want people to just be like, I can't price like because of the outfit. Like, no, I came in there, it was fire. They taught me about what
100%.
brands was hot. We did this, we did that. We got, you know what I'm saying? So that's
And
what
it's
we're
cool
working
too. What I think is cool about this shop too is like you guys have the New York, obviously DNA,
Yeah.
but it's in Atlanta.
on. Even with like the shoes and the ceiling, like that's, you see these? So that's something we big on in our city. Like,
Yeah, throwing it on the wire.
you
Yeah.
feel me? So that's what we want to do. Just keep curating our own aesthetic and
Yeah.
experience. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when people come in here,
Let's go.
it separates from other stores. Like, you know, so that's what we focusing on for sure.
Yeah. No, but it's cool to have like the New York DNA, but
bring it
in
in.
Atlanta. You know, because New York, it's one of the sexiest places in the world. You know, like you hear the old Sinatra song, New York, New York. You know, everyone loves New York and they want to have some sort of peace and feel to that. Look at some of the biggest brands. Kid from New York. You know, like you could go Supreme. You know,
yeah.
New York and LA are the two big bases for them. Like everyone wants to look to the big city, and Atlanta's a huge city and has a vibrant culture to it. But people have an interest in clinging on to like and knowing more about New York and meeting guys like yourself who are really.
It's just the motherland. Like, it's like when you want to go
You don't
find
have to tell
something.
me.
Yeah, you just go directly to the source. So that's what we trying to do. Like, that's what me and Paul trying to do is basically bring that culture and bring that feeling of going right to the source. Even with the Pelly Pal jackets or like the Timberlands or like, we want to bring that feel to.
You gotta
like,
bring these.
Yo, you heard what he said? But get that on camera, man. You need to get
shout out
those, man.
Slow. That's my guy. You gotta bring these.
Matter of fact, hold on, y'all want to
Yeah, but that even that though, like,
But you know, in New York, everybody
got those. You feel me? So it's like even that, like that's what we want to do. Like we want to bring that feel to Atlanta, where it's like, yo, I don't gotta go to New York because it's right here. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's funny when he comes in. I'm gonna tell a story about how we met because and why I'm even here. Because you're gonna think it's a funny story going off of what you're saying. So
We've
I want to see what he's getting out the car. He's probably got
got his phone. No, we're trying to get slow on the phone, man.
Well, see, when we met, he was at the Atlanta event. I didn't at our Got Soul event last year, and I didn't know who he was at first. And I was, who was I with?
I wasn't there.
Yeah, you was there. That's
Okay.
the day that you was getting like all that stuff.
I was with Quan. He does like all the fashion, like YouTube stuff.
I know Paul. He an influencer, right?
Yeah.
TikTok and all that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. So I was with Quan walking around the event, and we were on camera, and I seen his house. Like, oh, Slow's my guy. He's like, Slow's your guy, and he took his phone out. So
That's my guy. He don't bad there right now.
why? You try to call him or something?
No, he not trying to send me all these hats. He want me to come to New York and pick him up. And
Let me talk to him.
he want me to come to New York, pick him up, get the sizes right. You know what size hat everybody in Atlanta wear?
From every borough.
Shout out Slow. He's put a lot of pieces together that people know about and some that people don't know about. So, shout out Slow.
Probably sleep right now.
Oh, he is probably asleep.
2 o'clock. New Year's.
They went up yesterday.
Yeah.
Cause Bay going up right now, man. Bay and Cash Cobain, they're going up right now, so it's like it's
We
like
had them
everyday
here
thing.
too. We had the cash.
I seen that you guys had cash here.
That's what we gonna get into. We want to start collaborating with a lot more businesses and like brands and like artists that's doing merch, like Playboy Cardi. Like you see, we got his hats in here. So we want to start doing shit like that, like Playboy Cardi exclusive merch pop up, Cash Cobain exclusive merch pop up. Like whoever artists got merch and shit like that, we definitely want to start collaborating with them and making this a hub. Like when you come to Atlanta, you got to stop through Pricetag and put something together for sure.
Right. Well, speaking of putting ours together, who we bringing to the Atlanta event? We were just talking about that. We want to figure that out. Who should we bring out? Fudo. Okay. Future. That's
Honestly, bro.
Turn the roof off.
Yo, bro, you know what me and Puffman like realizing? Whenever we do something, it don't even make no sense to do it halfway. Like if you got the means and the possibility to go the biggest, just go the biggest. Like, why play?
Who stays in Atlanta?
Fudo.
Pluto don't stay in
In
Atlanta.
Miami. You live in
Yeah, I live in
Miami.
Atlanta.
He'll get here in 30 minutes. For the right
You
business.
want to jet everywhere you gotta go to.
Pluto, Wham,
You saying like who's in
Wham.
Yeah,
21,
Wham is here.
21.
Wham is here. They just dropped the album.
when is it? When is it?
February 8th. So a month.
February 8th?
We got a month to figure it out.
Nah, Puff will definitely put that together.